Look at
Look at the shape of Lee.
Lee is out of here.
Look at the shape of Lee and stuff.
These are easily some of the funniest podcast moments I've ever seen. And somehow they just continue to get worse as the video goes. Starting out at number 5, we have Theo Von with one of the best voice impressions I've ever heard.
He said, "Tom gone," and he goes, "Stop crying," and then he just left the garage. There was like no room for compromise or anything, like whatever that's why I hate authority figures, right? There was no room for discussion. I didn't know where Tom went. Stop crying, shut the fuck up, and that's it.
Damn.
And that was the day where I looked at my parents and I went, okay, it's war. It's war. I started doing drugs.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Raising hell.
Yeah, raising hell, lighting things on fire. I didn't go fuck.
Embarrass the family.
Yeah, and it's like, that's why if I had a kid, I mean, how would you approach that? I was a kid. Your wife is allergic to the fucking, you know what I mean, cat, and I'm your kid. Be real.
I would
Don't do comedy. Don't do comedy right now.
Okay. I would probably get a
So
shake.
I'm your dad. I'm your son.
Okay.
Hey, Dan.
Bubby.
No, you don't have to.
Do it. Sorry, just do it like me.
I don't know. Wait. You don't have to have an Asian accent.
Okay, I don't know what. I don't know what country we're in.
No. You're you.
Okay, got it. I didn't know. What
Out of nowhere, you're gonna have an Asian accent?
I didn't know what country we were in.
No,
I'll
we're in
start over.
America. Who
Okay.
gives a fuck?
Well, give me a.
All right.
There's nothing better than a good duo when it comes to comedy. Coming in at number 4, we have Theo Von and Joey Diaz. I'll let the clip speak for itself.
You see a lot more smackaroos where you're from.
Oh, down south. I saw a brother take a bite out of a Vietnamese guy once, dude. Took a huge bite out of his fucking arm, bro. Meat and everything, bro. Ripped it right out.
Jesus.
The Vietnamese guy was like threatening him with all this karate shit and everything, and his brother just grabbed him and fucking bit right into him, dude. Bit right
If you
into
think about it, that's the way to do it.
Oh, yeah.
That stops karate all the time.
yeah.
Because I don't care what type of karate you got, they ain't got no defense for the bite. You know what I'm saying? Nobody got. Well, what if a motherfucker goes to bite you?
Oh my God.
Hold on, I gotta call the main Jap in fucking Okinawa and get these.
Hold on. Let me put my Komodo on, dude. And they bite your ass, dude. And you remember that every time you try to fucking hug somebody and if you got a little divot in it, you know, you got a speed bump in your fucking hug.
Why did I let Lee talk me into eating mushrooms on a Wednesday night? Like, and we'll lock the door and make bets to see how long it takes before Lee comes shooting out the window.
Oh, we locked this
we'll
this
lock
big
him
girl
in
in
here.
our town. We locked this big girl one time. We ate some acid, and we locked this big girl into a room at this party, and we kept going in there with fucking pots of fucking warm water, fucking pouring it on her. I feel bad. I feel horrible, dude. I didn't look. We was kids and we were on acid, dude. And then, bro,
You can't tell me this story when I'm straight. You gotta tell me on mushrooms. You locked the girl.
I just remembered.
How old were you?
I just remembered
How old
it.
were you?
Probably 16.
Oh, that's terrible.
I know, but here's the thing. Let's say I was 14. That way it makes it sound not as bad, bro. But look, she ate. No, she ate acid with us, bro. She ate acid with us, dude. And what happened was, and we kept going in the room with like these pots of warm. I don't know why we had the pots of warm water because I think we just were fucked up, dude. And we would like pour a little on her, but not like torture. She wasn't in a cage or nothing. She was just, you know, free range in this room, right? But I think she was scared to come out. And then one time we went in, bro. We heard this loud sound and we went in. And
I wonder why.
She had ran against one of the walls so hard, bro. Had fucking moved the entire wall in this house, dude. Huge girl, about 240 pounds. Beautiful girl, too.
Speaking of duos, number 3 includes one of the best duos of all time, Bobby Lee and Andrew Santino.
But some societies, like Koreans, they might have a God complex, but they don't have a history of oppressing another group of people.
Each other, right?
Are you fucking out of your
Yeah,
mind?
what the fuck?
What do you mean?
You don't think Asians had fucking? They didn't oppress.
Koreans didn't have slaves. We didn't fly.
Did Koreans have slaves?
Yeah, Google that.
Yeah, because I think that's fucking wrong.
Somebody built them pyramids. It wasn't just somebody like, we gonna go.
Yeah, we were
Korea had the
together.
longest
We were
unbroken
kidding about
chain.
the- we were kidding
Korea
about the
had the
Korean-
longest unbroken chain of slavery of any society in history, spanning 1,500 years. Fuck off.
That's not what it says. Zoom it in. My eyes are blurry.
Go
Zoom
back,
it in. Go back.
Carlos.
I want to read it. All right.
Read it out loud, you piece of shit.
Get close. All right. Korea had the longest unbroken chain of slavery of any society in history. Fuck. Holy shit.
You guys are fucking scumbags.
All right, fine. I may be a little bit biased. At number 2, we have one of Theo Von's funniest conversations of all time.
There's all type of shit going on. With,
Oh,
yeah,
bruh.
yeah, but now it's like you can't even spank your kids, man.
Yeah, nowadays, I mean, I feel like, when I was young, everybody was getting molested or
Oh,
fucking.
shit.
That shit was just like.
Damn, that's deep.
And nowadays, I feel like a kid wouldn't even notice if you molested them. They so busy on the Kindle, you know?
Wow, yeah. What? So busy on the Kindle.
I mean, on the screen, just like you can't even get a
book reading shit. Yeah,
you can't even get a kid's attention. It's so busy on the console,
Man,
you know?
that's dark, man.
Is it? I don't know, dude.
Take
My
a sip
bad,
to
man.
that. Cheers.
All right,
Yeah.
cheers, man.
Wow.
And finally, at number 1, we have a straight up classic. One of my favorite Bobby Lee moments ever, and perhaps one of my favorite clips of all time as well.
When I was in when I was 9, I got molested by a guy with Down syndrome.
Don't laugh, Brandon.
I'm not laughing.
Why'd you laugh?
It's just.
That's fucking rude.
It's such a curveball.
I know. Can I just say something? I'm going to say it again, and if you smile, I'm going to leave.
Okay. But
No,
hold
I'm being
on.
real. If you smile,
not-
I'm
All
gonna
right,
fucking leave
hold
because
on.
That really fucking
All right,
broke me.
No.
All right, hold on.
All right, so
Give me a
I swear to
second.
fucking God, dude.
I know.
Give me
I
a
will
second.
leave, Chin Chin.
All right, hold on.
You can't make a joke and
That's his name.
All right, but
that's not his name.
Yeah.
What's your name again?
Chin Chin.
Chin Chin.
All right, give me a second. Don't.
Yeah.
Give me a second.
All right.
I just wasn't ready for that.
I understand. I'm going to say it again, and if you smile, I'm going to leave.
Well, don't. All right, hold on.
We can't threaten a smile.
All right, just hold on. No, because then you're gonna laugh. Don't laugh.
Don't
Seriously.
laugh. Get serious. B's opening up here.
When I was, you ready? Don't cover your mouth though either.
Hey.
You can't cover your mouth because the thing is that I'm telling you something that's like I'm vulnerable about
I know,
it, and I'm
man.
expressing
I'm trying to
a
be
truth
cool.
to you.
Hey, dude. You
And-
gotta get serious.
And if you cover your mouth, I just feel like you're laughing.
Nope. Let's do it.
All right.
This is,
So when I was 9, I was brutally molested by a guy.
You can't say brutally.
Why?
Because that's a curveball.
Why is that?
Because don't say
It's not-
brutally. And look at Chin now. Don't.
It's not a curveball.
Don't say
He
brutally.
did
Yeah.
add some
All right, don't add.
adjectives there.
So when I was 9 years old, every day for a summer,
You can't throw shit in there
why?
because you fucking. I can't.
Why can't I?
Every day.
Oh shit!
just rude.
I'm going to hell.
I'm just
Then
adding.
it started off brutal.
I'm just adding more. Yeah. Yeah.
Every day you couldn't avoid them for God's sake.
All right, hold on.
Yeah.
All right, don't. All right, let's try it again. Don't. Just.
No, all right, how about this? How about
All
this? I'm not going to add more information. The information that I have
we
already
got
on the
it.
table,
Okay.
you expect that, and I'm not going to add more.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
I'm ready.
Hold on. Hold on.
So when I was 9 years old, every day for a summer, I was brutally molested by a guy with Down syndrome. And I'm going to let it slide. That was pretty good.
I'm not smiling.
That was really good.
I'm not smiling.
Yeah.
If you made it this far in the video, I really appreciate you guys. You guys are legends. And if you can, please drop a like and subscribe for more content. I plan on making way more of these. So if you have any suggestions, please feel free to drop them down below. And that will be included in my next video.